Hi people, thanks for clicking Treats TV. I'm your host Chan. Immigration reform. Reverend Al Sharpton, I get a kick out of, says on a commercial, if you're not Native American, you're an immigrant. Chinese built the railroad, Irish came over, who else was here? The English fled their land in pursuit of happiness, religious freedom, and whatever else. You can watch Schoolhouse Rock and find that out. But how about one better? For the urban community who doesn't want to watch whatever, who doesn't want a pretentious message, who doesn't mind the big earrings, the caramel skin, and a little bit of slang in their life, who doesn't feel like the pretentious media. How about Gangs of New York? One of my favorite movies. Take a moment, take a Sunday. Whatever your time is on, whatever media, if this is one I say, watch Gangs of New York. How dare you? I'm going to go back a little bit even further. New York has an avenue called Amsterdam Avenue, which came from, with them, across the water. They came here and still renamed Amsterdam, which was New Amsterdam at the time. And downtown, Wall Street had a wall built around where I guess the water is. That would be Battery Park for those who are from New York. And that's why it's called Wall Street. I love my family because I learn a lot. I'm always educated. And I'm always educated book-wise, in urban, common sense, and all of those things. I was taught to be an independent thinker. If at that time it was called Wall Street, it's because it looked different and because people were coming over and they built it and named it what they wanted it to be. But before it was that, it was Manhattan. Manhattan. I don't even know how to say it. Put it in Google and try to pronounce it with native tongue because it is a native name. Watch Gangs of New York. But how dare you decide that one of the places that makes all the decisions for most of America, which is Wall Street, can no longer have immigrants unless, you know, they're coming in a certain way and all of this other stuff. Nobody else came in anyway. Oh yeah, the other place, New York, has a lady sitting there at the bottom of their feet. No, it's Ellis Island. And then the French gave us Lady Liberty, which was actually not green. Do your homework and stop letting somebody tell you that these people are a problem, because I have an issue with how we treat people on the basis of what someone told them. Do your homework and then make your your decisions. That Lady Liberty was not green. Why not, people? How was it given to us? Do your homework. Now you're going to tell me that this olive skinned person can't come here and they can't get health care and they can't get education, and oh, they're going to work unsafe. I live in New Jersey. Oh, a little fact, I see it for myself. I only repeat what I know. That's number one. And I only repeat what I've seen with my own eyes or I heard with my own ears. I don't do gossip. Jersey works unsafe. I have no problem saying that. Their treatment of their workers is not the best. Now, a worker might feel that way because they've never worked anywhere else, and then they come to Jersey and they feel like, oh, well, thanks a lot, and you don't throw me a bone. You're not going to throw me a bone. You're not going to give me pennies and I'm supposed to do cartwheels for you. Pay me what I'm worth, but they work unsafe. Now, that might be comfortable for them until they do go down in that hole with no setup, no harness, and whatever else they're doing, and get hurt, and then they find out how the big business truly feels like them and how about them and how the insurance company may feel about them. When you're used to nothing, you accept anything. That person is going to come here, olive skinned. He's going to work unsafe, and he doesn't have a problem with it. So now why you mad? Because he's going to get a lot of work done, not milk the overtime, and do the job in a faster time that you're going to do it in. Oh, it's another process and a whole nother reason that people feel a way about the olive-skinned people who are here, and that you're going to separate a mother from her child because she has 20 years and this child was born here and she came into the country illegally. You're going to separate them. We've seen this before, people. Do your homework. I have something on. Don't let people tell you that this is how it works. Have a little compassion, common sense, and some empathy. And that's all I'm asking. But if you don't do anything else, it's a little gory. Watch Gangs of New York. Please do so. Google Manhattan. Google if you live anywhere past a certain Mississippi. Get to Virginia and Maryland, and every town. Powhite. It's not Powhite. That's a native tongue. Google where you live. Look at the name of where you live and Google it. And then understand that immigrants built this. The Chinese built the railroad. All of downtown New York, Wall Street, is still cobble streets. If you look, there's a tavern somewhere downtown that is a landmark that they will not tear down, because all that was downtown at some point were taverns. Why? Because the stereotype is that the Irish and whatever other people like to drink. They're called pubs. Do your homework before you let someone tell you or get on a bandwagon, especially if your skin is darker than a paper bag or an olive-skinned people, and you decide to feel some type of way about another people. They serve us a lot of purposes. Oh, for the record, those people watching from projectors or their children sharing the media or whatever it is, and you don't like my hand movements and all of those things, people speak differently. Hi, swamp people. Hi, trailer park community. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. I'm glad we're having a conversation. You know why? Because there's a us and then there is a them, and you believe that there isn't. But for all those who don't know, who don't read their Forbes, or who don't watch their media or educate themselves, the second richest man in the world happens to be Mexican. Don't let these people pump you up, Day. When you know I keep you safe and I keep you warm. Google it, because you're kind of timid. America needs to mind their business. Let things progress the way they have been progressing. If we have a prison industrial complex, all the people who are doing crimes that they're saying are coming from other places and then running back to their country, or they're getting educated, they're staying here, because I've seen a whole bunch of Mexican, English, Indian, English, and all types of other doctors. If they are committing these crimes, you have a prison system set up. Knock yourself out, because they're doing major crimes. They don't believe in whatever. They chopping people up. They not running in the banks. They really don't. You don't see certain persuasions and all of that other stuff running up in the banks, taking people down. You don't really have them with that many home invasions. Like, knock it off. But if you feel that strongly about it, and this is all about business, use it, make it work for you. And I'm not advocating a prison system, people. What I'm saying is, knock it off. You can't pump fear into me and tell me that these are the reasons that we're doing this and it's going to mess up our whole economical system. No, the people who are here, your big business, is messing up your economical system, because your insurance rates are rising. There is a whole thing of workplace accidents because they don't work safe. But this is just your whole mindset of get it done. Well, let them get it done, and your overtime will go down and the job will get done correctly. No, they do work a little unsafe, but what do you care? So stop acting like you really do care. Let these people stay here, and let's enjoy our gumbo with the olives. Black olives, green olives, and whatever else it is that they bring. I enjoy cilantro. But let's share and stop acting like it's something that it isn't. So with that, people, get back to me about Gangs of New York. I'm probably getting ready to go watch it again because, oh, I get a kick out of that movie. And don't be afraid to Google it. See you next week.